Hey there friends, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be going over all of the new leaks for Multiversus because, oh boy, there has been a lot. Real quick before we get started, if you do enjoy the video, leave a like, subscribe, etc. This video is going to be broken into a few different segments: characters, stages, events, and additional cosmetics for existing characters. Also, all of the information in this video is taken from data mines from Ausilmvs and Multiversus on Twitter. Links to both of them will be in the description below. As always, this is leaked, so take it with a grain of salt. Plans change, so even if this stuff was worked on, it doesn't mean that it is 100% coming out. I also can't show any of the leaked stuff because, well, the video would get taken down 100%, but I'll do my best to find the exact designs for stuff and show off whatever I can for it. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. First up is characters, starting with Aquaman. Now, Aquaman has been teased multiple times, both in the launch trailer with his trident and a statue of him. But in the files, there is a lot of stuff for him. The only perk in the files for him is just called Tentacle. He has 3 additional skins, including New 52, Matrix Code, and Shark Hat. As for his base design, it should include his long hair like the statue in the trailer. The whole Shark Hat thing we're going to talk about in a little bit. This is part of an event, which maybe kind of includes a release date, considering the fact that he does in fact have a Shark Hat like some other characters. There's also multiple icons related to him, including Atlantean Finery, Gales of Atlantis, Waves of the Deep, Aqua Buddies, and I have a feeling that that last one may include his old friend Storm the Seahorse, but it could also be one of the Aqua Lads or something. There's also 2 ring outs in the files for him, including one labeled Aquaman and another named Aquaman Octopus. There was also voice lines leaked, but I can't play those. It is essentially a mix of how he sounded in the Brave and the Bold show and a more normal, tame Aquaman voice like in the Justice League cartoon. Next up is Samurai Jack, another character that has been teased multiple times, including in the launch trailer. We have quite a bit for him because we actually have his full moveset, which maybe means he's pretty close to releasing. First off, he should have 5 skins total, including a t-shirt skin. We don't know exactly what these are yet, but we'll probably find out later. His perks include Multi-Slash, Counter, and Meditate on Death. Now, his profile icons include the Zentaris, Madness of a Coup, Eyes of a Warrior, Extra Thick, and Canine Loyalty. There's also a ring out called Aku Fire, and 2 banners called Rain and Fire. Font-wise, we only know one of his, and it's called Samurai Shuffle. His voice lines did also leak, and he sounds exactly how you'd expect if you've watched either of the shows. Next is Marceline. She was hinted at previously by Tony and in the Season 1 trailer. There's also voice lines of other characters in the files talking to her, and she is listed as a playable character in those files. Her profile icons include They Were Mine, Jam the Nightosphere, Fantastic, and BFF. Her ringouts include Marceline Bat and Marceline Guitar. There's also a banner called Marcy's House. Next is Powerpuff Girls, which we have quite a bit of info on. They were hinted at in the Joker gameplay trailer. They have a stage already in the game, and they were hinted at in the Season 1 trailer as well. Their perks include Power Bluff, Bubble Vicious, and an extra ingredient. They will also have 3 announcer packs, presumably being one for each of the 3 girls. The Powerpuff Girls will also have a skin for the Rowdy Rough Boys. If you don't know who those are, they are essentially the evil gender-swapped version of the Powerpuff Girls. The reason that we know this is because there is a Mojo Jojo dialogue in the files talking to them. There are also profile icons related to them, including Smooch, Smack, Moi, He'll Still Kick Your Butt, Powerpuff Hotline, Ashful Bubbles, and Adora. There's also a banner which is possibly related to them called Heart. There were also voice lines leaked of them, and it's exactly what you would expect. Next is Wicked Witch, who has been hinted at in the Season 1 trailer and also had voice lines leak in the past. She has two banners that are potentially related to her, being Witch's Cauldron and Witch's Broom. Now, I believe actually in the game right now there is a event objective to get the Witch's Cauldron banner, which is interesting. I'm not sure exactly if that means she's coming soon or if that is a hint towards it actually, and that like towards the end of this season we'll get that banner, which is teasing her appearance in the next season or something. Next, we have Mr. Meeseeks, who might become a playable character in the future. Mr. Meeseeks has his own character data in the game files and has multiple animations for attacks. This could potentially be for the Rifts mode, but he also has mastery data like other playable characters, which points towards an actual character rather than a Rift related thing. He's also listed as a playable character alongside most of the other characters already in the game, with a few missing and him and Marceline. Next is Daffy Duck. Daffy has been hinted at numerous times, and now in the files a character listed as Seasons was found. This is obviously a reference to the short Duck Season or Rabbit Season or whatever you want to call it. They also found animations and a model that looked to be for none other than Daffy Duck, as well as a stage, which we will talk about in a little bit. Next is Ruby Rose. Now, if you don't know who this is, it's one of the characters from RWBY, and the interesting thing about this is about a week ago, WB shut down the company who made this show. So who knows if this character will be canceled or not, but there's been both code related to Ruby and other characters have voice lines mentioning her as well. There are profile icons related to her, including Scatter Rose A, Remnant Departure, Little Red, Cozy Pajamas, and a ring out called RR Reap. Now, there was also some tweets relating to Poison Ivy, seemingly, but those have since been removed, and I think that it's because they were not anything new and it was previously already in the files. Now, that is all of the characters currently, but I'm sure that there are probably some more that have just not been found yet. But next we have the stages. Now, stage-wise, we have quite a few stages. Some of them we've actually already seen. First off is the Water Tower stage, which is most likely the next stage. The stage itself is pretty simple, but the interesting part is the water tower on this stage can be hit open and you can see inside of it. Next is the Titan's Tower stage, which we have seen a bit before. It's relatively simple with the couch and TV in the center of the stage and huge windows across the whole background, with Robin's room on the left and Raven's on the right. Next is the Gremlins Midnight Screening stage, which I believe we might see part of in the Jason Rift intro, as it is a movie theater, but outside of the name, that's all we currently know, unless that is the stage. Then we have the Candy Kingdom stage from Adventure Time. All we know so far with this one is that there should be some candy people in the background watching the fight. Next is the Acme Lab stage from Pinky and the Brain. This stage is basically 3 platforms with 2 gaps and a giant vault door in the back. There's also 2 weapons hanging from the ceiling in the center of the stage, which I'm assuming would be hazardous. Next is the Cat Concerto stage, which is based on Tom and Jerry, and it is essentially a giant piano that you are inside with Tom playing the piano in the background, which will cause the wires inside the piano, which you're on, to move. This is a really interesting and unique stage, and one that I'm very excited to actually see and play on in the game. Next is the Mesa stage from Looney Tunes. I'm guessing this is more specifically based on the Roadrunner Wile E. Coyote stuff. Next is the Lake stage, which is based off of Friday the 13th, and seemingly is specifically not called Camp Crystal Lake due to copyright issues, which I'm not going to get into today, but this stage will have you standing at the end of a dock with the sides being water, which you should supposedly be able to swim in, with the background having trees and cabins. Next is Wabbit Season, based off of the Rabbit Season, Duck Season Looney Tunes short. Then lastly, we have Time Split, Back to the Past. And this, in my opinion, is most likely based off of Samurai Jack, as we don't have a stage for him, and it's definitely not a Back to the Future thing, as that is not a WB property. Now, that is all of the stages. Next, we have some events. In order, they are as follows. The Rise of Jason event will start June 18th and go through June 27th. In it, you will complete missions to earn Battle Pass XP and the Seaside Tom and Jerry skin. Next is another character mastery event. It will start June 21st through June 27th, and it is exactly like the one in the game currently. Next is the Multiversus Summer Throwdown. Starting June 25th through July 4th, complete missions to earn Battle Pass XP and a Shark Hat variant for Harley Quinn. Next is Discovery Shark Swag Week. It will start June 28th and go through July 5th. Happy Shark Week MVPs, be sure to catch the wave before it heads back to sea. For the next 6 days, every time you log in, you'll get a box with a sweet shark hat or maybe a little surprise. Now, there's Shark Hat variants for supposedly every character, including Aquaman, which makes it likely he will release sometime during this event or like right after the event or something. And it seems pretty likely he will be the next to release after Agent Smith. Now, I'm not sure if it will be with season 2 or in the late part of season 1. There's also a Megalodog outfit for Rain Dog, which has actually already been added to the store as of the making of this video. Next is another event, which is related to what I just said, called Attack of the Giant Megalodog. July 2nd through July 11th, you will be able to complete missions to earn Battle Pass XP and a Matrix variant for LeBron. Next is the Age of Smith. July 9th through the 18th, complete missions to earn Battle Pass XP and a Matrix variant for the Iron Giant. You will also be able to complete the Matrix variant missions to earn 300 fighter currency. Next is the Keep It Rollin' Dock event. July 16th through July 20th, you will be able to earn Battle Pass XP just for logging in every day. Then we have WRAPUP Season 1, which is apparently still under development. July 19th through July 20th, you will be able to complete missions to earn fighter currency and the Circuit Crew Jake variant. Now, I'm assuming that means that Season 2 will start July 21st. There's also some sort of Pride Month event for Multiverses that we don't know the date of, and some characters will receive a Pride t-shirt skin, including Garnet, Batman, Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn, Bugs Bunny, Velma, and Superman. Now, the only one that we've actually seen is the Superman one, and it is essentially what you get with all of the t-shirt variants, and on it, it is essentially a white t-shirt with a little Pride color scheme, and it says "Out Father," which I think is a really fun reference. If you don't know, in the comics, Superman has a son named Jonathan Kent, and he is actually gay, so this is a really nice reference to the comics, and I think it's going to be interesting to see all of the other variants. Personally, I would prefer them not to be t-shirt skins, as if they weren't t-shirt skins, you could have had essentially the classic Batman rainbow color scheme, but we will instead be just getting a normal Batman outfit with a t-shirt on. Now, those are all of the events currently, but we're going to talk about the additional skins that are coming to the game. First off, there are 2 skins that aren't already in the game, but are on the website, so I can show them to you. First is the Arya's No One variant and Mech Suit Rick variant. Next, we're gonna go through all of the skins: DC Bombshell Wonder Woman, Earth Zero Harley Quinn, X-Icon Agent Morty, Golfer Marvin the Martian, Anti-Life Superman, Historical Friction Steven, Icon Director Sanchez, Knights Must Fall Bugs Bunny, Animated Series Joker, which I'd like to say, even though it's called Animated Series, it is not the Batman the Animated Series Joker. It is actually the Joker design from the Justice League show / Return of the Joker flashbacks, which makes sense because the Joker skin that's in the game already is really close to the animated series one, so we didn't really need it to be that. So next is Rick and Two Crows, Bugs Bunny Suit and Hat, Cyberpunk Rick, a Black Lantern Batman skin which does have separate voice lines. There's also variants for Steven that are based off of Steven Tag, which is like a game thing that they do on the show where all the characters basically turn into Steven and play tag. There are variants for Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl of Steven, which is going to be really interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if they do some sort of like special mode with this also. There's also a Musical Theater Garnet variant, a Mystery Inc. Shaggy variant, and Mystery Inc. Velma variant, which aren't just like the normal outfits from the show. They are specifically the ones I'm going to show you on the screen that they have for like one episode in the show. Then there is the Training Garnet variant, Ape and Crown Garnet variant, Buddy's Book Garnet variant, Randy Butternubs Jake, Ninja Arya, Bruce Wayne for Batman, which I'm assuming will have special voice lines just because I feel like he would talk a bit different. Hoodie LeBron, Vince Hotbod Finn, Armor Steven, Pink Diamond Steven, Cyberpunk Morty, Ancient Black Adam, Construction Gremlin, Armored Superman, Black Suit Superman, which is exactly what it looks like in the comics. It even has the mullet, which is great. Then we have Gangster Taz. Then we have the Seaside Tom and Jerry skin, Swimsuit Velma skin, 4th of July Superman skin, and a 4th of July Harley Quinn skin, which are just recolors of the kind of summer beach skins for both of them. Then we have a Clark Kent skin, which is essentially a suit with a white shirt, and he's essentially has it like halfway open where you can see the Superman logo. Then we have Arya Stark with short hair and the season 5 outfit. We don't have a name for this, so I'm just describing it as what I've seen and I've looked up to try and find the outfit for the show. Then we have an Arya Stark outfit with modern clothes. Then we have a Cyberpunk Tom and Jerry skin. Then we have a Harley Quinn skin. Now this is going to be a pretty long video because that was just like 30 minutes of recording. So hopefully I can cut it down a bit. But yeah, that is everything that was found in the files with the official game launch. We should be seeing most of this stuff within the next few months, specifically the cosmetics especially, and the events obviously, but the characters, some of them will most likely not be till season 2 or season 3. Anyways, that is going to be it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. We're going to be doing more videos like this hopefully in the future. I have other Multiversus videos that I'm working on right now and hopefully will come out soon. We also have some special streams coming, which I'm going to talk about later. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I will see you guys all next time.